Right, okay. So some of you subscribe to my website for placing orders. This is with, I don't know if anyone's noticed comments or posts up on Instagram. I noticed last night. Now, I'm usually pretty savvy at international news. I do watch MSNBC over in America and other news outlets, not Fox News, I shall add. Anyway, it's just to let my American customers know that I do apologise in advance for any inconvenience this may cause, but this is out with my control. And I'll just read you this article if you're not aware of it. US President Donald Trump signed an executive order ending the global tariff exemption used by shoppers for low-cost goods. So buying from people like myself. The order signed on Wednesday comes into force on the 29th of August and broadens earlier presidential action that specifically targeted cheap products from China and Hong Kong to now cover the entire world. So that's the UK, New Zealand, Australia, Europe. Okay? The de minimis exemption had allowed goods valued at $800 or less to enter the US without paying any tariffs. US consumers relied on the exemption to buy cheap clothes, household items from online commerce sites like Shein and Temu. So he's targeting them, but he hasn't realised or doesn't care that he's actually affecting small independent businesses that are real. We don't sell cheap goods. We make these. We're artisans. We sell and create and spend a lot of time curating our products because we've made them by hand ourselves. So the administration already ended the de minimis exemption for Chinese goods on the 2nd of May, but the rest of the world was spared until now. While China accounted for the vast majority of shipments using this exemption, Canada and Mexico were also significant sources of low-cost goods being shipped to the US, which had been exempt from duties. When the new rules into force, packages will face the same tariff rate that of traditional goods from a country of origin. Congress had planned to end the de minimis exemption for all countries when it passed in the One Big Beautiful Bill early this month. But an end to the global exemption wasn't set to come into force until July next year. July 27. Trump used emergency presidential powers to override the deadline set by Congress and move it significantly forward to a month from now. This was done to deal with the national emergency and to save American lives and businesses now. The White House said opioid smugglers were using the de minimis exemption to send illicit drugs to the US because they were less likely to be checked by custom officials. It goes on to say, it also had some shippers who were circumnavigating duties by falsely reporting the country of origin for goods entering the US. The rule does not affect personal items Americans carry with them from foreign travel, valued at $200 or less. And it does not affect gifts valued up to $100 or less. Now, what that means is if you buy from me and place an order, so like the Christmas Advents, which I have to say I'm not accepting any American orders for that. Luckily, I haven't had any American orders from a Christmas Advents this year, and I won't be accepting them because you will not receive them until after the deadline. They would not be posted out to you until November, which means that you will incur the wrath of these charges and surcharges because of the de minimis being brought into effect. So what that means is the UK, our tariff is for 10%. So say you spend $100 from me on my products and I ship that over to you, you would get a 10% surcharge on that, so $10. But on top of that tariff, that 10% tariff, you will also maybe incur up to and from $80 to $250, I think was what I read, $230, $250 on top of that product. But that can be varied depending on what country the products have come from. So say, just for talking's sake, products coming from the UK from small businesses, you get a surcharge of £80 on top of the order you paid for from me. You, to be able to get your order from me on your side of the pond from your customs and postal service, you're going to have to pay your 10% tariff plus a surcharge of excess. So say, just for talking's sake, it's $80 if it comes from the UK. You're going to have to pay an extra $90 on top for $100 order. That's not me paying that. I am not paying that at all. You guys will be paying that from your side. And it's outrageous. There's people, I follow a lot of people over New Zealand and Australia who do what I do for a living. Spin magazine as well. They're only selling out their digital stuff that you guys can do, because that's exempt from these things because it's not going through the postal system. So you can still get your magazine, but only digital form. I think she's got a shipment on its way over to some suppliers in the States at the moment, so you'll be able to get that without any extra costs on top. But it's annihilating, it's crippling so many small independent businesses, not just yarn dyes, wool dyes and fibre artists like myself in this niche business, but artisans all over the world that sell to the US. Hopefully this is only temporary, and maybe he'll reevaluate in 6 months' time and realise what an error is created, because none of us would be posting our orders out to you guys, so there won't be any tariffs coming from small businesses. So I do apologise in advance. So what I've done, or what I will be doing, is I'm leaving my shipping active for US, for American customers, until Thursday. And Thursday this week, so it's Tuesday today. You've got today, Wednesday and Thursday. By midnight Thursday night, I will not be accepting any more orders. I will be deactivating my shipping to the United States. I do apologise. It's out of my control. I am so sorry, but I am not paying these fees. It's not me that's incurring them, it's you guys, and I don't want to be sending something over and it's hitting that 29th of August deadline and you's getting charged for it, because it's nothing to do with me. It's down to your government. Go and see your congressperson. So yeah, so my thoughts is Thursday is the 14th. We've got 15 days, and I do know with my postage sending over international shipping orders from the Royal Mail, it's usually there within 7 to 10 working days. So I thought, if I leave it open until Thursday, get them posted out Friday morning, then fingers crossed you'll be able to get that before the 29th. But if those orders don't come in, that's fine. It's not a problem. I won't feel offended. I'm just trying to give you the chance to try and get some orders in from me, or any stock that you've had on the your eye on the website. You'll be able to still see me on YouTube, and you'll be able to catch me over on Patreon if you want to become a member over there and see more exclusive content than what I show on Instagram, on my YouTube. Or you can come and follow me over on Instagram as well, and I'll be able to keep you up to date on any progress or information or additional news, and when I'll be able to activate shipping to the US again. Hopefully not too soon, and hopefully I don't have to wait like you lot another 3 years. Who knows? When is this world going to become sane again? I have no idea what's going on with the world, peeps. But keep in touch with me. I'll keep in touch with you. Drop me a message whenever you feel like you need a bit of a chuckle, or just come and follow me over on YouTube, and we'll keep each other straight. So for now, I have to go. Take care of yourselves, and I shall see you in the next coming weeks, coming videos. Bye for now.